Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Friday, May the 13th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is fluid. This reading could play out today, throughout the weekend. This reading may or may not be for you, so I ask that you please only take with you the messages that resonate, guys. Leave behind the rest. Friday the 13th. So I kind of want to talk about that energy a little bit. Friday the 13th is linked to the massacre of the Knights Templars. So we're in some big energy portals as we kind of prepare for that full moon eclipse in Scorpio. So I feel a lot of repressed ego aspects are coming up into our consciousness in order to kind of restore our vitality. And with the sun in Taurus conjunct the North Node in Taurus, what I kept hearing was special privileges. So I feel, you know, with the sun representing our vitality, our self-expression, it really does allow us to establish the will to live and to embrace our creative life force energy. And the sun is also associated with health, spontaneous actions, and I feel a lot of heart-centered energy coming forward. And with the moon energy, with the North Node, it is related to, you know, the lunar nodes and our subconscious motivations. So the moon represents, you know, the South Node of the moon represents our subconscious motivations. And this is all past life karma that we're kind of here to clear. So you think of the South Node in Scorpio, and Scorpio in low vibration in that South Node pattern can be very manipulative, very controlling, uses sex as a form of control. So I feel all of these subconscious motivations are coming to the surface, coming to the forefront, and we're going to really be shown what it is we've been clinging to that we can no longer keep in our lives, whether it's an individual, whether it's a job, but I feel all of these unconscious motivations are going to be really relevant in the energies when it comes to stepping into the now moment, the present moment, and manifesting these future timelines. So a lot of unfoldment, I feel, of a lot of inappropriate behavior when it comes to negative personal psychology. And this is kind of like a pivot point where we step into that karmic pathway, into that North Node. Whether you have a Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node or not, we're all going to be feeling this activation. A conjunction is a very harmonious aspect. So I feel it's like being in the right place at the right time. A lot of considerable luck when it comes to plenty of material abundance. And I feel it's like this benefactor energy. The sun is the benefactor planet. And so I think get ready to receive an extra boost of help, whether it's financially or, you know, emotionally. I feel this is where we kind of find that sufficient self-development of our ego. So masculine figures are in focus, especially when it comes to a father figure in your life. So many that have been doing the work of clearing these mother and father wounds, I feel, are getting ready to step into unlimited abundance. This could also mean like an inheritance of some sort, as part of your family legacy, especially if you have those strong ties to your father. So it's like being a benefactor of some sort is what came through. So get ready to embrace self-acceptance, self-expression. And when we easily accept ourselves, then others easily accept us into their lives too. So a lot of activity when it comes to developing our own leadership potential in the energies, tapping into our sacral creativity and really stepping into our purpose and achieving that soul's purpose. So I think get ready for your path to be filled with a lot of luck and relative ease, especially if your sun is in Taurus. And this is where we kind of learn to all become self-reliant. We're not playing into these social trends anymore, and we're kind of stepping into honest self-expression. So a really good crystal to use in the energies today would be sunstone. So for those of you interested, I do highly recommend going down that rabbit hole of the Friday the 13th and what that means. And if you think of like the Knights Templars, which were linked to the Freemasonry, it all goes back to the Holy Grail energy, and it goes all the way back to the Chronicles of the King Arthur timeline. So all of this energy is interconnected. 13 is the number of death, transformation, and rebirth. And we're kind of clearing all of these negative past life manifestations when it comes to love. So let's jump in with some cards, guys, and see what else needs to come through in the energies today. I'm kind of on the fence as to what cards I want to use. So detachment. We're all kind of detaching from these lower situations. We're all learning to release that tight hold of a negative situation to kind of allow the higher power to step in and do its job. So in order to do this, we have to subtract our own ego's agenda from the ultimate goal, because the ultimate goal is in the universe's hands. And that is, you know, the ultimate goal is unity consciousness and unconditional love. So many in the collective are very wise sages, healers, soothsayers, and teachers. So whatever negative situation that's had a grip on you, or you have a grip on that, it doesn't matter. Either way, this was definitely a relationship, situationship as part of your evolution. So major life lessons are being learned in the energies. And these lessons are to be considered a gift. We all have to go through some negative human experiences, and that's a part of our growth and our expansion. So somebody here, I feel, is a teacher, a guide, a healer of some sort, and has detached from an outcome. And that's triggering the polar opposite effect of fear with somebody stuck in the matrix. So there's somebody kind of in the flow, allowing the higher power to be at work. And on the dualistic polarity of that, we've got somebody deep within some fear, stuck in a false foundation that's, you know, in the matrix, a false foundation created around materialism, material comforts. And this fear has kept somebody from embracing this deeper existence. We're not just here to play into this man-made prescription for life and doing what we're always told to do. We're breaking free from that status quo, and we're you know, breaking free from these illusions of the mind. And fear is an illusion of the mind. We have two choices this life, fear or love. So when you're playing into fear, there's an absence of love in your life. So we're kind of being asked to simply experience all of this as it comes, and to release any reservations, and to break away from these illusions of the mind if we're going to be open to receiving all of this clarity, all of these blessings, as the universal energy is flowing very intensely right now. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Old patterns, absolutely. Accountability, wounding, big energies, your spiritual path. So we can never ever evolve out of these old patterns, these karmic cycles, without going into the dark night of the soul, which is a very uncomfortable reevaluation of all of these destructive habits. And they can't remain if we're going to step into these new higher timelines. So it's a reevaluation, especially with Mercury in retrograde, as to where you need to take accountability for your life. Where have you been afraid to go into any wounds and feel it in order to heal it? So I think as a collective, we're all being invited to do that deep mirror shadow work. And when we look in the mirror without a filter, and we see things at face value, without the fear of illusion, without blaming another for our issues. And, you know, yes, many of us have been met with abusive situations, but where do you have to own your part for resonating with somebody not treating you like you know that you deserve to be treated? So there's always two sides. It always takes two to tango. And so we're kind of recognizing that we can't blame another for everything we've gone through. And we kind of got to go into this energy of being completely accountable, taking complete and total ownership of everything that's happened in the past if we want to step into the future without these old patterns lingering in the shadows. And to do this, we got to go into the wound. And we have some big energies on the weekend with Venus conjunct Chiron, which is all about deep inner healing, especially when it comes to our repressed feminine aspects. So a lot of challenging relationship dynamics are coming up, and we do a lot of this healing work through romantic relationships. And this is why relationships comes up all the time. We learn our biggest lessons within one-on-one romantic relationships. So it's going into these challenging dynamics, these karmic relationships, and recognizing the circumstances for what they are, and coming into this deep understanding like, hey, this is a soul agreement I signed before I incarnated, and this was an agreement that I agreed to in order to shape the way I identify with myself, in order to clear all of these past wounds, to illuminate my spiritual path. So we're purging and cleansing, and we're stepping into self-worth and self-value. So it's been a very big collective energy. I have been so busy with clients and people reaching out, closing out major karmic cycles. I know a lot of the karmics in these false contracts are gripping to control. They're belittling, they're gaslighting, they're verbally abusive, and they're really trying to tear down your self-worth. Do not allow that illusion of fear that they're trying to instill in you to break down your self-worth, because we're all kind of being shown our greater purpose, stepping into our greater purpose this life. And this is where we cross that threshold to embrace this journey to our higher self. So big purging and cleansing. And I know the messages sound a little bit redundant, but this is a big weekend for purging and clearing everything in your life that can no longer remain. And we've been in the process of this clearing, and now we're kind of in that home stretch. And this Scorpio full moon coming up is really going to make us do that deep shadow work when it comes to these negative people, these negative behaviors that are needing to be corrected, and any circumstances that have been keeping you stuck and stagnant from knowing your immeasurable worth this life. Self-worth. When you know your self-worth, then you're not afraid to put in those boundaries and to stand up for what it is that you believe in, because we're kind of all coming into claiming our distinct purpose. And there is, without a doubt, a need for a lot of boundaries, protection. So some good protection stones would be onyx, black tourmaline, black obsidian, tiger's eye is another good protection stone. You're going to want to protect your energy, protect your emotional boundaries, get them emotional boundaries in place. Do not allow another to emotionally manipulate you. As empaths, we have this very caring nature, and a lot of empaths don't like to disappoint or hurt other people, and this is where we so easily get emotionally manipulated. So emotional boundaries, and this might even require some physical boundaries, because the energy is very intense and it's not going to lighten up for the weekend, that's for sure. And a physical boundary might even require a restraining order of some sort, and that's to the extreme. I'm not trying to instill fear, but it might require like a peace bond or a restraining order of some sort at this time. When it comes to all of these energies, and many in the collective have been feeling the ascension sickness. You know, when we experience these higher thoughts, these higher energies, we also have to come back down and purge the lower energies in our chakra bodies. So it can create all kinds of physical uncomfortableness, sleeping all the time, not being able to sleep. Nausea is another ascension sickness symptom, headaches, especially if you have blockages in your upper chakra pathway. And it's just uncomfortable to go through this journey to these higher energies. So we do go through all of these negative physical body manifestations as we clear the gunk and the karma, and we journey towards these higher states of consciousness. So if you're in that heavy ascension sickness energy, water therapy, drink a lot of water and meditate. Ground outside with the earth, or go sit by water. Those will all really help you work through this uncomfortable physical energy coming through. So let's grab a couple of illumination oracle messages. There is a storm brewing. Challenges, blocks, navigating carefully. I think there's like a huge emotional explosion. Those that have been stuck in these contracts, I think they're about to come out swinging. Especially if you've recently just figured out, hey, I'm worth more than this crap that I've been putting up with. There's going to be huge emotional blowouts this weekend for sure in the false contracts, because there's a lot being illuminated when it comes to these illusions and being stuck in situations that, you know, are no longer meant for us, because they're rooted in these old negative patterns, these karmic cycles of codependencies. So we're going to see what needs to come through with the Illumination Oracle deck. We just got determination and fresh start. So this is where we find that determination. to pick ourselves up from rock bottom and to embrace a fresh start. And I feel you've got to read between the lines, because I do feel somebody is getting ready to travel towards somebody here where there is a deep, intimate soul connection for a fresh start. Quite likely somebody that's left you on red for a very long time. They've not been willing to seek the higher guidance up until now. And this might even be somebody brand new. Get ready to receive a message. Somebody is being drawn to you. You very well could be meeting somebody new coming up here. And there's been blocks for somebody seeking the light or not wanting to look at a situation because of substance abuses. And that's been coming out a lot recently. So there's a fresh start coming. But I think there is a need to address any codependent habits. So this is like the devil card for me. So alcohol, drugs, sex addictions, food, if you're addicted to a person or obsessed with a person, all of these are very unhealthy energies to be sitting in. And it keeps you stuck. It keeps you in the dark. It keeps you in fear when it comes to going towards the light, because I do feel somebody here is a lighthouse, is a pillar of strength, that's been shining a light on all of these negative vices. And I feel somebody is almost hitting that rock bottom. And that's kind of where the light comes in at, is that rock bottom. And that's where we can wipe the slate clean for this fresh start. So like April showers bring May flowers. So we've been going through a lot of purging, and May is a very intense month of activations, interactions, clearing for that fresh start. Actually, purple is my favorite color. So, you know, love is in focus. We all came here to love and to be loved. But, you know, we got to read between the lines. Not everybody has clear intentions. There is somebody drawn to you, preparing to send a message, a very emotional message, a message that's, you know, been waiting to be received for a long time when it comes to a renewal. Because we've all been in the process the last couple of years of going deep within this heart healing. We have been reliving the past, because the only way to break free from these cycles is to relive the past over and over again until you reach that conclusion when it comes to healing. So a lot of healing, and we heal in the shadows, we heal in the dark, and somebody's been in the dark night of the soul, reliving the past, going through this heart healing, this heart expansion for this revival, this renewal. And I feel many of us, we're ready to spread those wings. We've been in that gooey cocoon stage of going through all of this gunk, all of this garbage, trying to heal from all of these past lessons. And it's kind of time for us to step into the rise now, to spread our wings. And that's when all of these blessings are coming. So get ready to receive luck, abundance, blessings for doing the healing work. And there's without a doubt a past life connection here where it's kind of time to seize this opportunity. It's time to walk through the doorway of this new experience. So get ready for a storm to brew, because this is what's holding somebody back from coming forward and spending time with you, because they miss you. Oh boy, do they miss you. And they've been withholding that truth, trying to regain control of their life, likely struggling with some finances at this time. So what's the fear? They fear rejection. They're dealing with all kinds of self-worth, inadequacy issues. And let me just tell you, crumple up that old version of who you are and toss it out the window. Regain control of your life, because nobody can ever take that self-worth from you, first and foremost. And it's an illusion of the mind that tells you you're not worthy of what it is that you deserve. So scrap that idea. Go deep within these emotions, because there's a storm of brewing, and that big change is coming. We got that Scorpio full moon eclipse, and we're going to be feeling it all weekend, and it's going to come in Monday with a big bang. And all of these repressed emotions are coming to the surface, because somebody has secretly been holding on to a connection for a very long time. Maybe, you know, somebody that rejected you in the past, but we're rejecting all of these karmic social circles. We're reevaluating our inner circles. Maybe you've been struggling with finances, and sometimes we stay stuck in these karmic contracts because of the financial security. And I feel the longer you stay stuck, karma kind of hits us all in the pocketbook, or with, you know, challenges that will hit us in the pocketbook. because we can't cling to something purely for financial stability. And so I also feel a double side of the coin. Somebody's about to come into a windfall, an abundance of finances in the energies. So get ready to seize a new opportunity. But let's jump in with some tarot and see what else needs to come through. Yeah, major release at that full moon I'm feeling. So we got Pisces and we got the Palace of Cups. So this is ultimate fulfillment. Yeah, it is. Oh my God, ultimate fulfillment. The Palace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, this is what you prayed for. This is what you asked for. And it's been a long time coming for this windfall, this abundant new beginning. So by that Scorpio full moon, there's going to be a huge emotional release. Maybe get ready for somebody to divulge a lot of emotions that they've repressed, that they've been secretly hiding when it comes to this relationship. So hidden emotions. Let's see. We're going to do a 9-card spread, guys, and then I'm going to clarify as need be. So we're going to see what needs to come through for the collective. But blessings are on the way, but there's stuff that needs to leave. You gotta make room. You gotta make space for this brand new energy to come in. So we got 3. Yeah, we're closing out these cycles. Beautiful energies today. Somebody's coming in with an offer. And somebody here is an Empress. We got the Knight of Cups. We got the Empress. And we got the World. I also feel this Empress ain't messing around no more. If you don't come in as my equal, if you don't come in with sincerity, I'm slamming the door on the past. So a Taurus Libra energy, a divine feminine energy is going to be receiving an offer of love this weekend, I feel. Because something is coming to completion, something is coming full circle, and it's kind of time to start building these new foundations from the ground up. So somebody here is about to reap their harvest, a Taurus Libra energy, I feel, about to reap her harvest because she has transformed her life. She's without a doubt transformed her life. So we're going to take a look here. Oh, yeah. So, wow. And there's somebody definitely not happy about this. All right, let me show you all the cards. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Empress, the World, and we got that 9 of Wands. So there's that Venus conjunct Chiron energy, learning a valuable lesson and coming in quickly with a lot of communication that I'm ready to finally lay down this burden. So it is about releasing these past burdens for that brand new beginning. We go right from the 10 to the Ace, and when we release that burden, we got the stamina, the drive, and the passion to go after that new creative endeavor. And there's somebody here not happy at all. And there's a masculine about to boss up and take control of his life because he sees a vision and he's going after what he wants. And I believe it's that Empress. Somebody here is dealing with a bitch, a liar, somebody very vindictive, very revengeful, the Queen of Swords, because she's hurt. So we've got a divine feminine and a karmic feminine coming out here. And there's been a karmic feminine trying to create blocks, drama, and all kinds of chaos and conflict from a masculine coming forward as that visionary leader to his true soulmate. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Scorpio energy. There's that Scorpio energy, death, transformation, and we're shedding all of these karmic contracts. We're getting rid of the snakes. We're shedding all of these negative layers of self that we've been holding on to, not wanting to release, which has been causing all kinds of stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, and we've been navigating carefully. I think somebody is in a situation that feels like a nightmare, dealing with somebody that's very controlling, likely lashes out with a lot of nasty communication, name-calling, belittling, trying to, tear down somebody's self-worth. So you could be dealing with a water sign, a Taurus, Libra, an Aries, Leo, Sag, any of the fixed signs, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but somebody here does not know how to communicate properly. And I feel, get ready for a big blowout, and that's the truth, because somebody's done with the lies, they're done with the manipulation, and they're bossing up as that divine masculine emperor, breaking the chains of all of these karmic contracts, especially when it comes to materialism and greed and lust. So there's been a masculine all tied up in a very toxic karmic situation. He's feeling like a joker. He's feeling like a fool. There's going to be some exposure of something, because I feel this Queen of Swords reverse is likely going to try to slander this masculine. This could be happening on social media. I'm not entirely sure, but this is where we shed this all once and for all. So an explosion of darkness when it comes to going deep within the underworld, and we can't unsee once we see. So it's like opening Pandora's box. Somebody's been afraid of going into this transformation, and it's really created blocks from taking action with the Mars energy, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries. There's a lot of truth. Get ready for a revelation in order to break you free from a materialistic foundation. And maybe this Queen of Swords is all about the money, honey. And I think somebody here is pretending they're happy and they're not. And many people are going to be packing up and moving in a new direction this weekend very, very quickly. And I feel a masculine taking control of a very negative situation, coming in with a lot of truth, speaking that truth when it comes to a liar, and coming in to face that judgment. So big, big awakenings when it comes to some past deception. And somebody's waking up to the lies, the secrets, the stealing. Maybe this Queen of Swords has been stealing money, but she's definitely not being honest. And somebody, I think, has had enough. The Queen of Wands, or the King of Wands, can get very angry. So I think there's anger when it comes to the deception and the illusion that somebody has been stuck in. And maybe in the past, this King of Wands snuck away from this Empress, and now everything is coming full circle, because the time is now to take these steps. The Magician is willing to shed the old to bring in the new. And when you do that, you have all of the tools that you need to manifest anything in your life. And the doorway is opening up for these pre-union energies for this Lionsgate portal. But you might have to face a battle first. So major karmic cycles, and somebody here is feeling like a fool. Let's take a look at this Empress, the Moon, the Ace of Coins, the Three of Cups, the Knight of Coins. So yeah, signing a new lucrative soul contract. I don't think this Empress is going to see this windfall come in. I feel a windfall energy, an abundance of finances. This Empress is ready to reap her harvest. She's ready to give birth to this new cycle. And I feel, you know, full disclosure, the masks are off. And somebody wants to come in and communicate this with this Empress, because they've been planning, they've been thinking for a long time to come in for this new beginning. Could be dealing with the Pisces, Cancer. But this Empress is about to come into a lot of blessings. And I think she's got somebody wanting to come in like a hero, like Superman, with an offer. And I think somebody's been secretly planning to come in, and you might even not be ready for this. But there is somebody here about to reap the fruits of all of their hard labor. And this is about communal efforts, working within a community structure. So definitely a lot of Mars energy, action, grounding these new cycles, and an Empress about to come into unlimited abundance. So let's take a look at this Chiron aspect. Six of Cups reversed, the Fool, the Lovers. Yeah, somebody's feeling like a freaking fool, because they went in another direction, and there's been no balance in their life ever since, and there's going to be a rebalancing. There's definitely a contract coming to a close. Somebody is preparing to make an unexpected choice in love and to take that leap of faith, because they feel really foolish for walking away from this Empress in the past. And they've been thinking about communicating this, I feel, since Mercury was in Taurus. But there's been a bitch in the mix trying to create blocks from somebody moving forward. And this masculine, I think, is about to be fed up, is what I'm feeling, because he wants divine counterpart love. He wants somebody that he can be completely authentic with. Gemini energy, more Scorpio, Aries. And it's like a big, big wake-up call. A big, big wake-up call when it comes to some karmic scales being rebalanced. So somebody's coming in to offer what they didn't in the past, because they're walking away. They're walking away from the blocks. They've got the rose-colored glasses off. They're no longer blocking their heart. They've not wanted to look at this. They're rising above the fray, and they're coming in with an apology, because this was a missed opportunity is what I'm feeling. And all they can think about is that Holy Grail cup. Why did I go towards this drama, this masquerade, all of these conflicting energies, all kinds of outside sources, I think, try to manipulate somebody in the wrong direction. There is a rebalancing. There's a lot of Cancer energy coming through in the energies, Pisces. And it's about making peace with the past once and for all, walking away from all of this baggage and walking on the ascension journey in search of wish fulfillment. So I do feel a lot of higher ascension energies coming in with this Scorpio full moon, because it's kind of time to stop watering these dead trees, to stop playing into these relationships that are not loyal, that are not reciprocal, to plant those seeds in a new direction. And to expand beyond this period of prolonged grieving. So many of us go into this cycle of grief. We stay stuck in an imprisonment of our own making, in an illusion, and bubbles are about to get burst, because there's that tower coming in. Big shakeup, unexpected shakeup, universal force, because we can't keep building on these false foundations. We're building on solid ground, and we have to completely dismantle all of these old beliefs, all of these old patterns, to step into that visionary leader energy. So 2 people on the same page, passionate, visionary leader, but I feel she's turned her back to the past. She's done. And that's going to quickly bring in a new exciting offer. A lot of passion coming in, and passion can come in as love or hate, so be ready. But we're kind of at that crossroads. So what do you want to choose? Because, you know, we're at that pivot point. Do you want to choose healthy, divine love, where the 2 of you are interconnected, interdependent, or do you want toxic love? Do you want trauma bond love? Do you want to be controlled? Do you like being controlled? I don't like being controlled, and I don't want to control nobody else either. You're free to do what you want, but if you disrespect me, yeah, you're going to get the boot. So it's about knowing your self-worth and your self-value. What will you tolerate? What do you want to tolerate moving forward? Because we're being given the opportunity to build new solid foundations, structured family foundations in our own personal beliefs. But it's going to require a decision. Do you want a deep, intimate connection, a lover that you know you can trust and be honest with and be your complete self with? Or do you want to cycle back into this toxicity of secrets, lies, hiding, controlling, manipulation, and addictive patterns? Because we're kind of being asked to take action towards a new direction is what I'm feeling. So get ready for an unexpected shakeup, an unexpected tower this weekend, because it's kind of time to consciously release the past. Somebody's hitting rock bottom as they get struck in the heart with the archer, and they see something clearly that they did not see before due to fear, stuck in a false foundation, and maybe somebody that's been, you know, manipulating them with lies. So get ready for lies to be exposed. Pandora's box is opening, and you're going to have to navigate carefully. Either way, there's a masculine here that is looking at this Empress. They've left footprints on this masculine's heart. They've never been able to forget her, and they're preparing to come in with a visit and quite possibly even a proposal. Get ready for a visitor, because this person is disconnecting from the drama. They know it's time to come and have that face-to-face with you, and this is likely a divine union where you've already experienced the soul merger in the higher realities, and we are in the precipice of manifesting all of these divine unions. Yeah, destined, fated, event, and we've all been feeling this energy, not gonna lie, we've been feeling this. So destined change is coming, and whatever circumstance you've been connected with that's been toxic, it isn't worth your time. It is not worth your time. It is not worth the mental worry, the mental anxiety, the mental stress. Release it. Big message. Release it. All right, we're going to get a couple last messages from Spirit guys. So yeah, there's definitely a divine masculine here, deeply struggling in a very toxic karmic contract is what I'm feeling. And I think right now, if you're this Empress, can you just bring in that compassion and understanding? We all have to go through these low moments to learn lessons. And there's definitely somebody in a very deceptive situation, and they've really lost who they are. And they know it's time to return to this Empress and to nurture something that they did not nurture in the past. Because this Empress makes their heart sing with joy, makes their soul feel alive. And I think get ready to recapture vitality in what might be a long-lost love story here, because somebody's finding their bravery to know that they can do this and to release this victim mentality. I think somebody that's been victimized over and over again by a very nasty karmic feminine energy here. And likely somebody's been struggling with their finances because maybe she's been stashing money away and stealing money. And so you're going to want to be responsible with your finances too. But yeah, somebody is getting ready to take back their power because there is without a doubt a destined event coming. Big, big changes on the horizon. So making that important decision and recognizing what it is you need to do to create healthy space in your life. Because this feminine, she's very unhealthy. She's very toxic. And there's going to be all kinds of external influences coming in with that tower to push you on the pathway to fulfillment and happiness. So get ready to take your power back, because I think we're learning these very powerful lessons. We're breaking free from all of these obsessive thought patterns, all of these unhealthy situations. It's a huge release in order for a reunion of some sort, a higher level of commitment. And that's kind of what I got for the message today, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.